Well, here we are at 755 Brooktree in idyllic rustic canyon.
It's beautiful. It's it was a 1974 Ray Cappy remodel of a traditional house. So you can kind of see, if you follow it, was a small center floor hall plan. And what Cappy did is he added the top kind of guest studio, if you will, and then he mirrored that over here with this great living room space. Very rustic, very private, very serene, very idyllic. Designed to bring the outside in and yet not compromise your sense of privacy. It's got some cool things, and the rustic canyon's got its own little charm. Like, I mean, even just these little funguses that grow in the trees. I just think they're awesome. Things that live down here.
Well, so this is Sean McMillan from Westside Hub. He has a listing agent for this property at 755 Brooktree in Santa Monica in Rustic Canyon. I'm going to take a little tour inside the house. You can see outside landscaping is gorgeous. Beautiful rose bushes and gorgeous berries.
Lots of landscaping. Everything grows in Rustic Canyon. Just one of those places, those environments that just, everything is very lush, very green, very serene, very private.
Got your own little Christmas tree.
Yeah. Evergreen. So you'll see the two different distinct parts of the house. It'll bring you kind of into the front and then back to the rest of it. But as you enter, you walk into like a great ballroom. I call it a ballroom because it has that parquet floor with these awesome shells. These are shells with these legs. But what Ray Cappy really understood is exactly what we were talking about earlier, which was you have views outside where it's treetop, it's very private, it's very green, it's bright, natural light, and you still have a ton of privacy, right? And a sense of space and volume. So this is a nice size room. I guesstimate it to be 20, maybe 30 by about 20 some odd feet. Kind of looking back, this is a nice view too. You know, Cappy also had this genius part of his thing were little details. So he put in like all these doors have pocket screens, just automatically there. So you can just keep your own area. And you see the lines, how he keeps things really harmonized. So take a look at this one. It's kind of neat. Listen to the wind kind of rustle through the big sycamore trees. But this view is the one that we really enjoy because you get a sense of the depth of the house. And the house looks very, very substantial. And although that it looks more impressive in terms of just great size, but you'll find it's very economical in its use.
This was built back in
Well, the original structure is like 1953, but it was remodeled extensively in about mid-1970s. So this is a pantry area, and you step into the kitchen, which was designed to engage that big, great ballroom, the big living room space. The house was refurbished recently. Where the current trustees came in and they redid some of these things to bring it up to speed, including the Viking range, the top, and new ovens, and kitchen and sink, etc., and countertops. Make it clean. Probably my favorite detail about the house, though, in its entirety, as we walk into what was originally the living room. So you can see it had the fireplace, etc. And the good vaulted ceilings, which they just kind of mirrored and expanded upon on that other great room. But is the detail of the hardwood floors. They're really exceptional. And I couldn't tell you that I know what type of wood it is. I just know the patterns are just really rich and gorgeous. I would do, even if I were demolishing a house like this, I would do everything I could to save that wood because it's exceptional.
There's a lot of character that comes out.
Real character. So as you kind of flow through, you get that center hall plan. So there's a room, laundry unit, and there are a couple of bedrooms, modest size. And you can tell this is kind of a cliche 1950s built-in closet, right? So these were all using that space. What gives it away is where they did the bases and the tops. And then, of course, the hardware, it's probably from the 1950s. And then this was probably when the house was originally built, was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, I would guess. And this would be the original bath. The shower looks fairly original, but I think they may have redone this at some point in the 70s. And there's a second bedroom over here that works out the back of the house. And almost an oxymoron with a lot of closet spaces in these older rooms, these smaller rooms. But you see that it enjoys its privacy. It looks over the back patio. Looks like the lemon tree's ready for picking. Okay, so the master space, or what was originally probably the master bedroom, was expanded. This was something that Red Capping had designed as well. Again, you see the vaulted ceiling, which is in line with the original living room space. But then probably it ended up somewhere in here, and this bathroom was added. And it's really kind of a kitschy throwback to like almost quintessential 1970 design. Recessed lighting, indoor, outdoor, the privacy, the bamboo. I mean, these are the original. This is what he had put in, right? And then you kind of come over here and you get the privacy of the commode, the shower, and then this little wallpaper, which is actually shaved cork, which is really unusual. So some connoisseurs of design would recognize that as a little touch. The property itself, the house sits on just under 11,000 square feet, 10,800 something per public record. And so there's some lot here, yard, which is side, just green. But now you step into really, which was the previous owner's real coup de grace, which was this room. The gentleman who had this built was an artisan. He was a filmmaker, he was a potter, he was a collector, he had Troy trains. I mean, if I tell you, he had them by the thousands. And this was the room where he did a lot of his studio work, both photography, film, and this was where he did his clay. So he actually had a kiln on the property at one point in time. That's been since removed. But you see, this is another one, and it was coined, you could get natural light from all 4 sides. So when you're up here in the suite or the studio, there's no need for window coverings. You literally can be open and enjoy the view, the privacy, the natural light, the trees, and the serenity of the canyon, and never have to, cover a window, which is kind of neat if you ask me, and fairly rare.
It's a 360 view with windows in all directions.
All directions.
Just did a full circle.
We talked about what it would take to maybe make this a master, if we could somehow encapsulate the outside stairwell, and because there's plumbing here, obviously, right?
This room is huge.
Here, there could be some use of that. Maybe this could be an indoor-outdoor shower component. I think that would be kind of neat. Again, into the brilliancy of the pocket door, so you can have the outdoors open and not have the infestation. This is kind of a neat little side area here too. So you see there's some room to expand, whether you wanted to build terraced garden or you have some privacy. And here you get a sense of the lot.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a pretty house. It's one of those things too where it's a price upon request. We really want to encourage people to consider it and make an offer what it's worth to them and what they're able to support and afford. The sellers of a position, well, they'll consider most any offer.
Great. Wonderful tour. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, thank you.